Hi, Cindy, the Crazy Old Sock Lady, back for another installment. Today's episode is sponsored by John Madden, who provided this Crazy Old Sock Lady with a new dye pot. So we're really excited about that. Please don't forget to like and subscribe our YouTube channel down below. Leave a comment, say hi, and give us some ideas about what you want to see. Don't forget we've got our Etsy shop, which is open, and it's the Crazy Old Sock Lady. And again, the same thing on our Facebook page, the Crazy Old Sock Lady. And so today what we're going to do is, this is a wool and cotton fiber blend, and we are going to do a two-step dye process. The first step is going to be with jacquard dye, and then the second step is going to be with a procion dye. We don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try. So we're going to start with this. So, ta-da! There is the jacquard dye, and it's ready to go. So now what we're going to do, we've got the dye pot over here. It's ready. And so what it says to do is that we have to make sure that this is wet. And so this is jacquard sapphire. And as you can see, if you look really closely at this, you can see the parts that don't really have any color to speak of. That is the cotton fiber. Well, what we're going to attempt to do is to dye the undyed cotton fibers with the procion dyes, which are plant-based dyes, and hope that strikes, and we're doing it in a hot hibiscus. So I'm going to prep this, and off we go. So now we're getting ready to put the already dyed wool into this bath with the procion dyes. Once we put this in, then we're going to add the soda ash. We have it plenty hot. It says it works good above 140 degrees. So we have it there. And so we're going to use our handy dandy tongs so we not burn our little fingers. And we're going to drop this in the vat, the beautiful hibiscus, which, by the way, I'd like to give a shout out to Deb Shope. She is my dearest and friend. That we've been friends for like 48 years or 48 years. And she is the one who picked today's colors. So I thought I'd give her a shout out for that. So now we're going to turn this on. We're going to put it on about 3 or 4. This is our soda ash water here. We're going to add it to the dye pot, just a little bit, and then we're going to gently stir it around, make sure it does its thing, and in about 25 minutes, if all goes according to the evil plan, we'll have something. I don't know exactly what, but we'll have something. So I got a feeling this is going to kind of have a purple tone to it, which is just fine by Deb and I. It's our favorite color. Has been since I can remember. I was out playing with a school friend. Her name was Kathleen Byrne at the time, and it was the first time I saw the color purple. I was like 3 years old, and I fell madly in love, and pink was no longer my favorite color. Sorry, pink. No, I really don't have a whole lot to do with it. But in this particular case, I do. So we've got that one in and going, and so ta-da, we'll be back in about 25 minutes. Okay, we're doing a quick check-in here. And we're checking the, see how the color saturation is coming with the, in the procion dyes. And the procion dye, oh, it's looking pretty. It's looking really purple right now, and I expect that. The procion dye is only going to dye the plant-based fibers. This is in an alkaline base, and we're just supposed to get in here and look at it and give it a stir every now and then. And so it's designed for dyeing plant-based fibers. And so it won't take to the wool. The wool part will wash out. And the wool, you use an acid, reactive acid dye. And what it does is it adheres to animal fibers. Wool, alpaca, you know, just different, any kind of animal fiber you think you can dye. And so that's why we're doing a two-step process, because we want to dye the wool fully, and we want to dye the cotton fully, but I want 2 separate colors, so we're hoping to get something really pretty and really fun. The jacquard dyes are acid, so I use citric acid or vinegar And here you use a soda ash, which is a cousin of baking soda, believe it or not. But anyway, it's looking fantastic, and we'll come back and rinse it here in a little while. Thanks. Okay, well, we're back. We've waited our prescribed amount of time. One thing about the procion dyes is once you introduce the soda ash, it's not like an acid dye where it has its ability to keep working. It's only good for about 25-30 minutes when you do a fiber bath, when you do a bath like this. So we're going to have, it's going to look completely purple. And it does, which is what I fully expected. And there's going to be lots of color left in it, so I'm just going to take it from one hot water to another. And we're going to, that's stinky. Get off there, it's being mean to me. I'm going to get this out of the way. And I fully expect for a lot of this to wash out. And if you look down in there, you can see that a lot of the color is coming out, and which is what I expected. So, but it's warm. We'll start adding cooler water in here, just to bring the temperature down, so I can rinse it with cool water. Okay, so this is doing what I was afraid it was going to do. And we are losing even the blue color out of here. Now, I'm assuming we're keeping some of the hibiscus, but I won't know until it dries. But I'm going to call this a failed experiment because I keep losing color, unless one of the things that maybe I'm seeing here is I can't see why there'd be, and it's possible, that I'm losing parts of the fuchsia. I don't know if there'd be any blue in the fuchsia. See, here's the cotton strand that was tied around it. We've got a nice kind of pinkish kind of color there. But we are losing our sapphire, which was the reactive dye in here, so I think that's kind of strange. And it just won't rinse clean. Well, here it is. See this? I can't say that word, but I really want to. My evil plan was an epic failure, so just call me Pinky, and the brain is behind the camera, or vice versa. I don't know which one it is, but the blue washed out quite a bit, and the cotton actually has a little bit more pink in it, but it doesn't really show. And so it was kind of an epic failure, but that's okay, because we learned, and I can still use this yarn for something. Even if it's just waste yarn, it won't go to waste. But it was fun trying it, and if it had worked, it would have been a great success. But I kind of figured it might not work because I'd never seen anybody else do it before. But that's okay. It's still a pretty color, blue. This is the same blue that we used, and we dyed the second skein. We didn't do the second step. So you can see the color difference is significant. This ended up more of a purple, and this just stayed blue. But anyway, that's that. Hey, by the way, here in a few days, we're going to be at the Prairie Moon, Oklahoma Crank-In this year. We're going to do some vlogging. Don't forget to like and subscribe here. Don't forget to follow us and like us on Facebook. Our Etsy shop is open and running, which, by the way, we're going to have some new goodies going up. I've got a pair of socks I'm going to put up. I've got a hat I'm going to put up. And I'm just going to keep adding to it. And yeah, so we'll do something else. I think one of the next things I think we want to do, and you guys let me know if you like this idea, is I still have one workstation that I haven't actually finished putting together yet, and I've been saving that for a video, and now that I actually have a machine on it, I'd like to maybe do that and show you guys how I set it up so each machine is the same, so all the muscle memory is the same and that sort of thing. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. Still very sad. See, I blanked this up badly, but it was fun just the same. I got to go to the Spawn's house and got to go play, and I'll do something with this, and then we'll wash it and see if it does more funny bleeding, which it might do. So I'll keep you posted on that. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.